Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, if I'm not mistaken, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the first look on a woman is forgiven, the second, then we will sinful. And sometimes, for example, I live in Germany, when I'm work, most of the women, if not 90% of the women, are not hijabis. And when I'm, for example, when I'm talking with them, I don't know how to look and where to look. For example, when I look on the ground, most likely they will say this disrespectful, and I don't know. So my question is, Sheikh, what should I do in such situations? For example, when my teacher, when I talk with my teacher, most of the teachers in Germany are women. So how to handle these situations? Should I look here and I will be excused, or what should I do?
First of all, the hadith relates to hijabi and non-hijabi women. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, lower your gaze, for you have the right in the first gaze, which is due to necessity, otherwise you're going to walk into a wall. And the second gaze is on you, the second look is on you. You'll be sinful for that. So whether she's hijabi or non-hijabi, you have to lower your gaze. Now, in situations where you live in a kafir country, it does not justify that they don't understand that we compromise our religion for their sake. So yes, when they speak to us, we look in the ground, we look here, we look there, but we don't look them straight in the eyes or in their face. And if they complain and say that this is disrespectful, tell them on the contrary, in my religion, in my belief, this is respecting women for not looking at them as dogs look at a bone. So we respect women by lowering our gaze and giving them their respect, rather than those who look them from up till down and taking their measurements and maybe enjoying what they see. They don't respect women. Ghusl in Arabic means total bath that uplifts the major ritual impurity. What is the major ritual impurity? It's a state a person becomes in if he is a male or a female once they have intercourse or ejaculation. And if she's a female, once she's pure from her menses or postnatal bleeding, then she has to perform the ghusl to uplift her major ritual impurity. After purity, that is.